Happy Halloween! It is Halloween, October 31st, 2024. And I hope you all have a great one. It's actually supposed to be rainy here in Nashville tonight for the trick-or-treaters, unfortunately. But the weather's warm. We've had unseasonably warm temperatures around here. It shouldn't be 80 degrees in October and into November. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this great Stevie Wonder tune. And this is my Halloween song for this year. So, the first thing you want to do is tune down a half step. Okay, so you're thinking E flat. All right, so your low E is going to be like this. Tune all the strings down a half step. So this is 6th string right here, and then 5th string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. All right. Okay. So, and if you will, please hit like and subscribe and comment. I'd appreciate your support of my channel. So, all right. So what we're going to do here, this opening riff, very famous, which is... All right, so we're hitting a low E, and then we're going to hit the A at the, we're going to go 7th fret on the A string. Then A5, then A7. And what I like to do, I like to pull off where it go to D5. I like to pull off on the open D. And I think most guitar players like to go. Either way is fine. If you want to just play that note and you think that sounds better to you, that's great. And I think it sounds fine too. I just kind of, I don't know, a long time ago, I just kind of learned it that way. Then to A7, A5, B or E7, A5, then A5, hammer on to A7. Then you go E5 to E7, A5, A7, A7, then pull off D5, open D, then A7, A5, E7, all right, then A5 to A7. Then it goes, ends on the A5 or E5, E7, D5, and D7. So slowly, it's kind of a tongue twister. All right. right, so then da, 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 da. All right, this is going to be a B7 to a C7. The B7 is going to be first finger on. First finger is going to be on D7, third finger G8, and second finger B7. All right. You can also play it like this. Have your first finger on the E7 and mute the A string. And you also don't play the first string either. Or just play those 3 notes. C7 flat 5. This can also be played 2 ways. This your second finger. The first way is your second finger is going to be at D8, third finger G9, fourth finger B7. Just play those 3 strings. Or I'm thinking if you're playing in a band, you probably would leave out the bass notes, but you can do it this way. It's fine. This way you'd have your second finger on E8, mute the A string, then third finger D8, fourth finger G9, then second finger B9 or B7, and don't play the first string or the A string. So it's, or then that's back to the B7. Then you have B flat 7 flat 5, which is the same voicing as a C7 flat 5, just down a whole step, or to an A7, which is the same voicing as the B7. You play it 2 ways. So and then I'll just play that real quick. I'll play it both ways. So here's one way. Or you can go. Then, all right, B7, you have a B7 sharp 9 with the 13. Okay, this you have your first finger, or your second finger on A2, first finger D1. Then you're going to bar these 3 strings with your third finger, the top 3 strings at the 2nd fret. So, all right. And then you're going to put your 4th finger, you're going to bar the top 2 strings on the 3rd fret. So it'll sound like, all right. So last, I'll do it one last time. Okay, and then you also have like the horn section, which has the okay, so you can do, this is optional. I like to hit the low E sometimes, so I'll play a slick. Let's start off with so low E to G9. Then this is a D7, D8 to D9, G7 to D9, then hit twice on G9. So all right, that's that part. Or you don't have to hit a low E. You can go. I just think that sounds pretty cool. You can do it either way without hitting the low E. Okay, so that's the first part of it. Then all right, so this is hit twice on E9 or G9. I'm sorry, to G7. Then you slide with your third finger from B10 to B12. Then play B8 to G9. Okay, and then I think this then goes back to. Oh, and then there's the last part that. Okay, so this would be a unison bend. You would do it all on the G and B strings. So I have my first finger at the G7 or B17, and my third finger is going to be at G19, and I'm going to put my second finger behind it. You want to bend it. You don't want the second string to move up or down at all. You don't want to go. You want to keep your first finger, just keep it stationary. Don't bend it. And then with your second and third finger, you'll bend it up a whole step. All right. Then you're going to move it down a whole step and do it again. All right. Then you're going to move down a half step. All right. So then a whole step right here. Whole step, half step, whole step. Then, what I do, this is kind of the hardest part. I want to catch this note, which is B14. I want to do it without playing those other notes though. It's harder to do it slow without sounding bad. So you have to kind of do it quickly. And then I wind up doing a unison bend where my first finger is on B5, my third finger is on G7, and my second finger is behind it. So just that's the closest I can get to it. You can also try it down here, but it's harder. That note right there, that C sharp, it just doesn't lay as easily. You can try it. You can try it that way. But so that's Superstition right there. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some good things out of it, and have a happy Halloween. And yeah, I will see you in another video. Take care.